My next guest is going to be back in action. He's part of that stacked Miami card, UFC 314, April 12th. He's taking on Carlos Prates. It is Geoff Neal back here on the program. Geoff, how's it going, man?
We're going good, man. Just living life, training hard.
Yeah.
Got a newborn, had a newborn recently.
Yes, congratulations on that. How's the
Thank
sleep
you.
going?
It's actually going good. My girl, she does a good job at letting me get my rest and not waking me up in the middle of the night. So I've been sleeping.
That's good. Do you guys go in shifts? I used to do like the early morning shift when I had my
Because she breastfeeds, so there's only so much I can do.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
So like it's not like we're just like popping, like making like a bottle of formula or something, but whenever the baby wakes up at night. But she has it for the most part.
Yeah. And good to get a fight too. Obviously, good to keep active and all that. And I know in our last interview, so we spoke maybe a month or two ago. We mentioned Carlos Prates as an opponent because obviously he called you out. Tell me how this all came together with you getting this fight on this really big card.
Oh shit! I mean, my coaches pretty much came up to me because he was already offered to me before.
Okay.
You know what I mean? And like the first time I got offered him, it wasn't like the right time frame.
Right.
So I kind of knew that fight. That's why I mentioned it in the interview the last time that. Yeah. We were going to fight. Like I wanted to fight him, but because like it's one of the only fights that I'm going to get right at this point. So and I don't want to wait for another half a year to fight. So let's get it.
Yeah. Were there any other opponents in the mix, or he was the only name that came across your desk?
He's the only one.
Okay, well that's good. I mean, it's definitely like a fun fight, and I'm assuming did they ever ask you to fight Leon Edwards in London? Because obviously they moved Della Maddalena out of that fight too.
No, I wish they would have though. If they would, I would have for sure did that.
Yeah. Yeah, it's going to be an interesting matchup, obviously. It's kind of crazy, right? Shavkat gets injured, so they have to move JDM to Montreal. He's fighting Belal, and now there's a bit of a shuffle in the division, right? So that's a lot happening in your weight class, right?
Yeah, for sure. And that's always good, man, because sometimes the division gets like stagnant and nobody wants to fight each other and everybody tries to avoid people. But looks like everything's moving right now.
Yeah, no, it's good to see. Let's talk about Carlos Prates. Obviously, he's a knockout artist, kind of like yourself. Is it just a striker versus striker, or how are you looking at this one stylistically?
Yeah, striker versus striker. Yeah, is this going to be a good fight? Like, I don't know how he's going to come out to the fight, and we haven't like really set on a solid game plan yet. But it's going to be a good fight. I assure you that.
Yeah, no, I think we're all looking forward to it. And I mentioned this in other interviews too, but like you're a hard guy to finish, right? I think the only guy to ever finish you in the UFC was Shavkat, and then that was a submission. I think your last knockout loss would have been Kevin Holland years ago, right? So how much do you think that will benefit you in the sense that you're not an easy guy to take out, and you've a guy that's gone the distance before?
I'm not going to get hit. I was like, yeah, that like, I don't want to like rely on my chin. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like that's like anybody can get knocked out. Like I think I've said it before. So like I'm not gonna go in the fight and be like, oh, I'm just the toughest motherfucker. Like, you know what I mean? No, I'm not gonna. I don't want to lose brain cells like trying to do that. So my goal is to be defensively sound and hit him, and he doesn't hit me.
Yeah, for sure. Just meant like the overall resume. Like you're not an easy. It's not like you've been knocked out a bunch of times. This is not a good matchup there.
Yeah.
What have you made of his run so far? Like, have you watched his fights yet, or is that something your coaches handle?
Yeah, no, I watched his fight. It's kind of like similar to like my run whenever I was like 5-0. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? I think he has all finishes on his, right?
Yeah.
I had 4 on mine. Or no, yeah, 4. The only one I didn't finish was Belal. So like, he making his run, you know what I mean? And I'm here to stop that shit.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting. And take me through camp a little bit. Obviously, you're kind of just getting in the swing of things. Fight's coming up here in a little bit. But who are some of the main training partners? Who will help you get ready for this one?
This camp I'm training with some like taller people now. And the people in my training, I got like Charles Woods, got Caleb, dude named Drake. But these are just like up and comers
nice. At
the gym before this. You know what I mean? No like big UFC names. Kevin Holland actually hit me up recently to go train with him, so I might do that. Yeah, he just texted me today.
Yeah, because he's in Texas too, right? So it would be kind of easy to go train with him, or would he come to you type thing?
I don't know. We'll figure that out. And I've also been getting some work in with Will Campazzuno.
Oh, cool. Nice.
He's fighting UFC way back in the day, and he has like a taller guy that goes to his gym.
Yeah,
and I've been getting some work in with him too.
So mainly working with taller strikers, I guess, is what you're looking at.
Yeah. The thing I don't like to do.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. No, fair enough. And got to ask, just because he fought last weekend, how cool is it having Alonzo back at the gym? Because I know that was a big win for you guys at UFC Seattle.
Yeah, it's great having him back at the gym. You know what I mean? And he seems, I think he's happy that he's back now. And you know, the morale in the gym is it's up now. You know what I mean? Like we're back like old times. You know what I mean? You got all the OGs back in the building, and everybody's working hard.
That's good, man. What about I always got to ask the weight cut, especially now with the newborn. Is it tougher to kind of keep the diet down, or how's all that going ahead of the fight? I know you got some time.
I mean, I kind of just started my diet, so
yeah,
to be determined.
yeah.
I'm the weight's coming off already, but you know what I mean. I feel like to have a newborn is not going to affect anything.
Okay, yeah, because I know it's tough sometimes, like trying to like with sleep and digestion and all that different stuff. You don't have to give me a number, but how's the weight like at this very moment? Is it good?
Yeah, like 205.
Okay, got it. Well, that's still a lot. Like you fight at 170, so but you sort of do it that way anyways, right? Yeah.
Yeah. Sometimes I'm like 205, like 2 weeks out before the fight. So
okay.
Yeah.
Interesting. I don't know how you do it, man. That's crazy. That's crazy. So.
Yeah, don't ask me how I do it, but I do it.
You think you'll try and obviously cut down a little bit more? Because I know you've only had the one weight miss, right? I think it was Shavkat. That's
only one weight miss,
and there was a medical issue there too, right? So
yeah, for sure. And like I'm gonna try to get down as much as I can, because like I'm and like you know what I mean I've been doing this for 15 years. You know what I mean? This is like I've been cutting weight for so long, and like outside of like my age, and then that health scare that I had, you know what I mean? Like I can't put too much strain on my body, you know, so I need to do it the right way this time.
Yeah, no, for sure. Do you think too, like as you've gotten older, your eating habits have gotten better? I know even for myself, I don't fight, but I definitely try and watch what I eat a little bit more. You not so much. You also work at Moxie's, or used to, anyways. I don't know. So
yeah, no, I'm actually about to start working there again for a little bit, just since I'm in camp.
Yeah.
But no, my eating habits have gotten worse since I gotten older. I don't know. I don't know what that is.
What you got to do is find like healthy things to eat that are like better for you. Like maybe if you want like some sweets, have like some fruit or something. I think is kind of the way to do it.
That's not sweet to me.
It doesn't register with you. It's like, no, the worse the better. What would you say is your worst vice when it comes to food?
I would say like Oreos. Like I love Oreos.
Okay. Gotcha. Yeah. So put those in the locker room after the fight, not before, for sure.
Yeah.
I imagine your corner will be the same safe, and then whoever else is in there, I would assume.
Yeah. It's safe, and then Krukasib, and then I don't know who the other person that's going to come. So I haven't figured that out yet, but we'll probably get that squared away in the next couple weeks.
And you'll probably go down there like what, like maybe Tuesday or something? Because how long is even that flight from to Miami?
I would say it was like the same amount of time to get to California, like 3 hours maybe.
Oh, okay, not too bad. So that's
I would say. But I want to get there on Sunday. I like getting there like a couple days before, just so I can like, you know what I mean.
And the time change too, right? A little bit of a time change, not much, but yeah. So
yeah, no, it's not even time change. It's just like I like getting there, and I want to be comfortable there. I hate getting there, and then once you get off the plane, it's like you got to do this, you got to do that. Then you go to sleep, wake up next day, you got to do all these interviews. Yeah. I want to get there and have like 2 days that I'm just relaxing and, you know what I mean, training.
Yeah, for sure. And that's why I always do the interviews well in advance, because then you're not. I can only imagine for you guys when you're cutting weight, it's like the last thing you want to do is talk to anyone, right? You just want to be to yourself.
Yeah,
so, yeah,
for sure.
I'll always keep that in mind. How's this fight playing out? I know you feel like you're going to win, otherwise why sign the contract? But how do you envision the fight playing out with you and Prates, April 12th?
I really see like you mean it really depends on how he comes to it, man. You know how I fight. I plan to get him out of there in the first and second round, but if not, it's going to be a fight tonight.
Do you feel like, and I think we saw glimpses of this in your last fight, like the RDA fight, the Luque fight, those are the fights where we've seen you be aggressive and go out there and really kind of, it seems like you can beat anyone that night. Do you feel like you're more back to that after all the health issues you've had before?
Yeah, for sure. That's my goal. You know, like that's what I'm saying. It depends on how he comes out, because I'm going to go in there and I'm going to try to push the pace. So, depending on how he plays that's going to depend how quick the fight's going to be over with.
Yeah, and I excluded the Gary fight because I don't think anyone looks good against Gary. It's just he's one of those styles where it's, you know, like even against Shavkat, people are like, Shavkat's not very good now, but it's like Gary's just one of those weird fighters, right? Like
he's a gamer. He doesn't like, you know, I don't know. I can't say too much, but you know, like he knows how to play the game.
Well, no, you gave me a little tidbit. What do you mean by that?
No, he knows how to play the game. Like he just like he doesn't have like a set fighting style. I would say, like I say, like he fights everybody different.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
You know what I mean? He plays the game.
We talked about it off the top there. We got a new main event for UFC London. It's now going to be Sean Brady and Leon Edwards. Who do you see winning that fight?
I feel like Belal showed that Leon has trouble with people that pressure him and try to wrestle. So I got Sean for that one.
Okay. And then obviously you mentioned Belal there. He's fighting Della Maddalena now in Montreal. Can Jack do it, or do you think Belal's got his number there?
I think Belal's got his number. I mean, it depends on like, because I've seen Jack like gas out and you know what I mean, like make fights that he should be winning like significantly harder, but he's not going to be able to get away with that with Belal. I feel like Belal's just going to smother him for 5 rounds.
Remind me, are you on a new contract now? Because I remember last time we spoke, you kind of felt like you had to talk with UFC. Is this fight part of a new contract, or are you still on the same?
No, I had one more fight left.
Oh, you did? Okay, so you still have a fight. So this is your last fight then?
This is my last one on the contract. Yeah.
Okay. You worried at all, or I mean, I guess you just take it fight to fight. No. Yeah.
Fight by fight.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'm gonna get another contract.
There you go. I like the confidence. That's good. Yeah, and I can't imagine the UFC like. We've seen them. They keep around fighters that are exciting, right? Like it doesn't seem to matter about anything else. You know? So
just go out there and show out. And
exactly.
Get another contract. Yeah.
Did you see the eye poke at UFC Seattle last week? What did you think of that?
Yeah, I think it was bad. And then like right after the eye poke, the ref didn't do anything to stop Song. Is it Songy Dong?
Yeah, Songy Dong.
Yeah,
right, yeah.
But yeah, it didn't stop him from his fingers were still outstretched. You know what I mean? You could see Henry like trepidations on like going in and moving forward because like this dude's still pointing his fingers straight at his eye. Mm-hmm. And yeah, like eye pokes are serious, man. Like that shit hurts. And like you don't want to go blind in the middle of a fight.
Yeah. No, I agree. I agree. I think, I mean, I know it's in the rules that Song got the win. I think it should have really been a no contest, right? Because
I don't get what rule that was. Like it should have been a no contest 100%. Whatever rule that is, they need to throw that shit out because that's a no contest 100%.
Yeah, I agree with you there. And then just last thing, there's also talk about Islam maybe moving up to 170. How do you think he would do in your division? Because it seems like whoever he fights next, if he wins, he's kind of running out of contenders at this point.
Man, like I feel like he'll be in the top 10 for sure. As far as like becoming champion, that's whatever. But like he's good enough. Like his wrestling's like super good. He'll get through a lot of people, but I'll beat his ass.
There we go. Heard it here first. Geoff, thanks for doing this. I'll let you get back to fatherhood and all that good stuff. Anything you want to mention before we get out of here? Sponsor, social media, anything like that? Yeah. I'll give you the last word.
No, not right now. Not right now. Just thanks for the interview, man. Appreciate the time.